On Phase 2, everything that the craftsmen and women need to complete their work is packaged together.
We have a plan view with everything that would go on the walls on the first page, and then every one of the walls that's in the room has its own page, and on each page it has the elevation of every one of the devices, the type of device, the circuit number for the device, and just about anything that's incorporated in that room is shown on the drawing.
You have basically a cart that walks down a hallway with a baggie in it with a CAD drawing with every piece of trim out that's required for that room laid outside the door. Electrician shows up, picks up that baggie, opens the drawing. He's got every piece of trim out that he needs. It's completely labeled and ready to go. And that electrician can go in that room and install that equipment, check everything out, walk out. He's got a baggie full of trash. The room is completely clean from where he's done. He's not pushing a cart around. That CAD coordination drawing can get signed off by an electrician and sent back into the office. And now they have a quality control checkpoint of how they have just walked through an entire trim out phase in about a third of the time that would take normally.
Basically, you give us the tools, you give us the information, and you give us the material. We take care of the rest.
A high level of performance on the job is only half of the battle. Safety has to be a high priority, and Intermountain plans for it.
Safety-wise, the best subcontract I've ever worked with. They go above and beyond, not only with their own people, but looking out for other subs, helping the general contractor out come up with solutions rather than problems.
The planning, the pre-planning, and the look-aheads that we do has definitely affected our safety costs and affected the mentality of the men as they look towards safety.
Me personally, if I see that there's a problem safety-wise, I'm not shy about speaking up about it.
If everything is planned, provided, and prepared for, the men and women at IME can afford to be flexible.
The trend is fast-tracked, so we've created this CAD trend and best practices trend of prefabbing along with the Code of Excellence to solve that fast-track schedule and pace.
The IME system, I think, allows them to respond very quickly, and in fact, there are certainly instances where Intermountain's electrical designer can communicate directly with the field staff at the same time he's communicating with the architectural staff. So in fact, their revisions can actually beat whether we're issuing an RFI response or a CPR, that sort of thing. But Intermountain system allows them to actually get information to the field faster than we can issue it through the formal channels.
Being flexible, having the ability to fix problems through positive management, can be described by another word: professionalism.
We take our issues, we deal with them, we get back with them. The communication lines have changed to a more professional way of doing business. The Code of Excellence has actually created some competition, friendly competition between us, supervision, and the workforce. And so we're working harder because we know they're demanding more. Through that communication and our work ethics now with the Code of Excellence, they're actually pulling us and we're pulling them, but we're always going in the right direction.
Intermountain Electric's professionalism is not only being recognized by their workforce, but by those who they work for.
It always amazes me how these guys, when they're done at the end of the day, it's not like they drop everything and just leave. They're very proud of their work area and keeping it clean and making sure everything is put away properly and organized, and it also reflects in the work that they do.
The differences between Phase 1 and Phase 2 was Intermountain really stepped it up a notch. They had a pretty good idea of what the hospital expected. They really become a very integral part of our projects and have had their success with us and continue to do work for us project after project, because they really become a partner with us. They do it right all the way from the planning to the installation to the commissioning, and we've had very few problems. And I know my other colleagues will say the same things.
These guys are here through the thick and thin, and they'll be here till we're happy, till the hospital's happy, and until everybody's satisfied.
They know what's expected. They know that they are not just a vendor, they're a partner. If there's any doubt, they always err on the side of the customer. They will always take a customer approach and a customer perspective.
At the end of the day, the motivation to build the next job tomorrow happens today. It's an ongoing interview where Intermountain Electric continues to prove itself.
What separates us from other people is by the level that we're willing to take things. And by going through these rooms and doing every room, every wall, we see this as the future. We see this as a benefit to us with other customers, and we see it as a benefit to members of the union.
You're only as good as your last job, and if we did a really good job on this last one, we're going to get the next one. And I think we as a general contractor try to adopt that, and I think Intermountain does as well.
I would tell any general contractor that is looking to hire Intermountain Electric that they're going to get consummate professionals. They're going to come to work and do their job every day. They're going to come with fresh ideas. They're going to want to be a team player, and they're going to do whatever it takes to be that team player.
I think we've all been very proud of what we do and who we are. I don't think we've sometimes had a chance to prove that.
I've been in Denver for 26 years. I have not seen an electrical contractor do the sorts of things that I'm seeing Intermountain Electric do on this project. Definitely, I believe they've distinguished themselves, and I have no reason to doubt that they will continue to spearhead new ideas and new processes.